having a good campaign matters, good ads, all that stuff, great consultants, all great. But in the end, if you have a lot of your own money and you're willing to sink it into a congressional race, it helps you.
It turns out it worked out pretty well. It worked out against Ralph Hall, the 91-year-old congressman, the oldest member of the House ever to run for re-election. He lost his primary last night to a man who's put about half of his own money into his campaign. Really matched Ralph Hall dollar for dollar. That was key. We're seeing that not just in Texas, but also in Georgia. David Perdue got into that two-person runoff after dropping about $2.7 million of his own cash into the race. You're going to see it in Iowa, too. Marc Jacobs putting in a lot of his own money, trying to win that primary. The Iowa Republican primary is June 3rd. This is a huge test for self-funders this year, and even in the general election. People like Terri, Lynn, the Republican candidate, putting in a lot of her own money. We'll see if it actually works.
And the big thing for all these people is there's really no limit for a lot of them how much money they're willing to put into this race. I mean, Purdue told you what? That he has no idea. He hasn't even thought about this.
I said, you know, how much do you have a limit on this? Do you have how much money are you willing to put on in this race of your own cash? And he said, well, I haven't really thought about that right now. He's
unbelievable.
He's willing to spend a ton of his own money. It's one of the reasons why he has been so competitive. He's run a very aggressive campaign in the air, and that's one of the reasons why one of the conservative Tea Party persons, at least trying to align with the Tea Party, Karen Handel, did not get into that runoff because she could not keep up in the air war with Purdue's money. The challenge for Purdue is he's a first-time candidate. He's someone who's made mistakes on the campaign trail. People who say self-funders tend to make mistakes because they're not necessarily accountable to their donors. You've seen that happen occasionally in Connecticut. Jake, your home state, Linda McMahon didn't fare so well despite putting a ton of her own money into those Senate races.
And now she's giving millions of dollars to other people, so maybe that'll be a more fruitful venture for her.